The more you play with it and break it in, the more slick it gets. Hey squad, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. Today we're going to review the SlicKnives EDC 3.5. This is a fun little knife. Thank you so much to Brendan over at SlicKnives for sending this over so I could review it for you, my audience. We've got a discount code for you, of course, at the end. Again, this is the SlicKnives EDC 3.5. Let's check this one out together. All right, squad, welcome back. Let's go ahead and do it as if it was an unboxing. And because I actually think with holidays coming up and end of the year, you should be buying a gift for yourself to put in your own stocking. No, this is, I mean, you can definitely. I usually buy myself a pocket knife at the end of the year to reward myself for hard work. But it's also a great gift for somebody in your family, whether you want to give it to grandpa or mom or son or whoever. Like, a good pocket knife is always a great gift. So this is the EDC 3.5. In the box, you should get a little lanyard, a little bit of information about the SlicKnife series, and a magnet. All right, and then this is what your knife's going to look like coming out of the box. And this is, at the time of filming this, Blade Show Utah is coming up. So I know everybody's thinking about getting themselves some new knives. Why not this one? I love a good flipper knife. And that's what this bad boy is. All right, so this is the SlicKnives EDC 3.5. Let's take a look at the point first. The blade tip is a Keppert style drop point, very popular for bushcrafters for a lot of different reasons. You can do things like drill a hole in wood if you're trying to make a bow drill or hand drill, things like that. But let's go ahead, before we get into the steel and all that, let's go ahead and take a look at first the handles. So mine came with G10 black, and I love G10 as a pocket knife material. See if I can get that texture. If I can hold it real still, you might be able to see the texture. There we go on the screen. G10 nice and grippy. Got that cool thumb groove in there. I love that. 4-position carry clip, so you can do tip up, tip down, lefty or righty. Got a little bit of jimping on the back. Stainless steel liners. Very well built. Let's take a look at the centering there. Perfect centering. Very, very well built. Now, there are swappable scales on the website, different colors. Maybe you want the blue if you're a police officer. Or you don't have to be a police officer, you can just like the color blue. Okay, the opening is via this flipper tab, which is stainless steel, of course, and it works off a ceramic ball bearing pivot. Let's give it a try. Okay, right out of the box, I'm feeling really good. This is gonna break in nice. All right, not like over the top, but very, very smooth. Nice action. Right out of the box too. That's without doing any breaking in or using gunny lube or anything like that. Now, one of the things I love about flipper tabs is it actually creates a little finger guard once you've got it deployed. So that feels really good in the hands, and with that jimping on the back, feels really nice gripping. This is going to be fun for carving. Of course, you got a little finger choil there if you're a fan of that. Steel is OS 10 stainless steel in distressed tumbled stonewash, which is going to hide a lot of scratches and mars and dings as you work with this. It's a high flat grind, which means it's going to be very, very slicey dicey. The blade length is 3.5 inches long. It's got a hardness rating of 58 to 60 HRC, so plenty of durability there. Overall weight is 4.6 ounces. Okay, blade thickness is 0.13 inches. It's got a liner lock there. Closed, it's 5 inches. Open, 8.5 inches. Nice and beefy. Now, I've reviewed plenty of knives for SlicKnives. I know it's going to do well on the sharpness test, but let's go ahead and show it. Okay, good to go there. Easy A, easy A. Never had a problem with the SlicKnives out of the box with their sharpness. Okay, we got some leather strapping here. First, let's go ahead and do a slice. Yeah, no problems there, of course. And then let's go ahead and do a push cut test. Push cut should be a little bit harder, but you know, the last few times I've done this with the SlicKnives, I've had no issues at all. So let's check it out. Yeah, no issues. Let's go ahead and let's take it up a notch. Why not? Let's do a push cut with 2 strands. And again, what you're doing here, slicey test, of course, is going to be the better way to cut. But a push cut you sometimes use in certain circumstances. So this is basically testing the edge versus the edge versus the cordage, and you usually have to put a little bit more force into this. Yeah, no worries, no worries. We're good, we're good. All right, let's go ahead and check out some paracord. This is Sarge's famous paracord test. On all of my knife videos, you will see this. Okay, I'll do a slicey first, no worries. Okay, let's do a push cut on the next one. Ooh, yeah, a little bit of work, that's okay. That's a harder cut. And then we'll do another slicey with that. And let's see how it does against 3 strands of paracord 550. This is Sarge's famous 3-strand paracord test. You should see this in all my knife videos. What do you think about that? So what do you think about that? Huh? You like it? All right, let's try it on wood, right? Let's try it on wood. All right, hang on one second, let me get set up. All right, so we're gonna try a little bit of basswood. I'm just gonna try taking a little bit of material off this. See how it feels. Starting with small cuts. Yeah, no worries. No worries. And this one here, I had actually saved a couple of these dowels. What I'm working on is a figure 4 snare trap for another video. So I figured, well, I needed to do a knife review today. Might as well show what this thing can do. So with Christmas coming up, let me know down in the comments. Do you usually buy a new knife for yourself every year like I do? Is this something that, are you thinking about getting a knife for a family member? Because this makes an awesome Christmas gift or an awesome Hanukkah gift. And, you know, I know sometimes I say you guys, but there are plenty of women who are into knives too. Maybe mom's a bit of a homesteader or a gardener and she needs to have a good new pocket knife to work with. Just taking some nice material off of here. This cut that I'm doing is intentional the way I'm doing this. What we're trying to do basically is create a diagonal cut like that it's going to be part of a figure 4 snare. If you don't know what that is, it's just a little trapping snare for catching small game. I'm not going to do it, of course. It's more of like a survival skill. I don't need to kill the squirrels in my backyard or anything like that. But if in a survival situation where, you know, if food became scarce, you want to know some of those skills, right? And I have all kinds of videos on my channel, some foraging videos, how to find wild edibles and medicinal plants. Because I like this, I'm not just a prepper, I'm into the survival stuff too. Okay, and that's what we're going for there, little 45-degree angle cut. This is going to be part of another project, but just wanted to test it a little bit. I was mistaken, this is not basswood. I know what basswood feels like when you carve it. This was definitely a little bit harder, but I don't know what it was, unfortunately. Sorry, but it performed flawlessly. This, you know what, guys? I love, here, let me back the camera out. I love a flick knife. I love a good flipper knife like that. They're just so fun, and it's just in this little bit of use that I've been giving it just now, it's breaking in really nice. They're just so fun and fidget friendly. I think you're gonna like this one, folks. And you can see it's already getting to be drop shutty. The more you play with it and break it in, the more slick it gets. What do you think? All right, squad, I hope you enjoyed that one. As I flash up your discount code and QR link here, please make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already done so. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to check in the description down below for some products that I think you will like, products that I have personally tested or vetted or endorsed as part of my brand, and companies that I enjoy working with. This, of course, has been the SlicKnives EDC 3.5 from SlicKnives. Make sure you use my discount code. It helps me out a little bit. You get a little bit of a discount on your purchase, and I get a little bit of a commission for recommending them to you. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a great time watching this video. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.